What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by Autobahn. My name is Martin, and today I'm taking a quick look at an old friend of mine, the M135i, the F20. I used to own one of these and I absolutely loved it. And a few years later, I also owned an M140i because of my memory of the M135, but I have to say, in hindsight, I sort of prefer the N55 powered M135i over the M140i. Unpopular opinion, I guess. Yes, the B58 is superior when it comes to tuning potential, reliability, stuff like that, but the character of the M55 is unmatched. So this car is owned by Siebe, actually a relative of mine, and well, let's have a look around it. So we have the distinctive M135i wheel. They all have these, I feel like, and behind that we have Timmerman brake discs, and to improve the brake performance, because stock they have pretty rubbish brakes, we have this M-Look mirror cap right here. It's a 3-door version, which we don't get anymore with the 1 Series. Well, there's a lot about this 1 Series that we don't get anymore. It's rear-wheel drive, it's a ZF 8-speed, it's a 6-cylinder, it sounds amazing, it has an M Performance back box and a decat downpipe. So this particular example of an M55 powered BMW sounds absolutely amazing. So there we have it, straight 6, 3-liter single turbo, and this one has also been flashed with MHD Stage 2 Plus. So MHD, as you probably know, is something we're a dealership of. You can get a license and an adapter in our shop, and you simply plug it into the OBD port of your car and you can flash about anything. So stage 1, stage 2, flash for upgrade intercoolers, upgrade fuel pump, catless downpipe, like in this case. There we have it, a catless downpipe right there. You can all get that in our shop. This is a ZF 8-speed, which has been tuned using XHP software, and it's mapped to a stage 2 as well. So it should do like 420 horsepower, and today we're going to find out what that does. 0 to 100, 100 to 200. These didn't came with a limited slip diff from factory. You could get one from M Performance. This doesn't have it, so I guess the 0 to 100 time is pretty awful, since we have, well, basically too much power. But we are going to try anyway. And to test the car's performance, we of course are, as always, using RaceBox, in this case the Mini S. If you use code M135, you get a 10% discount on any of the RaceBox products at autostopnl.shop. So go check it out. Oh, that's a nice sound. We're going to put it into Sport Plus, which also means we have a sporty setting for the ESC. You can also completely turn off ESC, of course, but then it wouldn't be in Sport Plus anymore, which is always a bit weird with these cars. So you can definitely tell that the gearbox has been flashed to a stage 2 with XHP, because it is super quick. Fantastic. Wow. BMW, look at this and now compare it to a modern 1 Series. Simply is no match. But what a lovely engine this is. So as I said, this also has been equipped with an upgrade intercooler, so that does a lot to this car. So the stock intercooler is actually super small, and if you put a big fat one on one of these, it just comes to life. Like even on the Autobahn, you can see intake temperatures actually drop when you push one of these if you have a larger intercooler, which is pretty amazing. So So we have Michelin Pilot Sport 5s on this car. Really like it, really. There's a lot of traction and... Oh yes, we want to listen to this. Oh, that M Performance back box is so nice. They are of such high quality, these OEM M Performance back boxes. With every model it's the case. Just love them. I think they're better than like an Army Tricks or virtually any aftermarket unit. What a lovely reunion of me and the M135i. Really, I adore this car. I would love to own one again. Really, there is more character to this car than with the M140i. Of course the M140i is also a brilliant car, but just from a driving experience, this for me is it. Absolutely amazing. So let's see what it will do on the Autobahn. Oh shit, I promised you guys a 0 to 100 test, but well, as you can see, it's just wheel spin, even from 50 kilometers an hour, let alone from 0 kilometers an hour. So we're mainly interested in the 100 to 200 time, I guess. Fantastic, really. So you can feel that the M55, it can do quite a lot of revs, you know, up until 7,000, but it's sort of dipping in power after 6-ish. So I guess if we use manual shifting and we shift at 6,000 RPM, it'll be the quickest. Let's try it in 4th. That's a 938. Now let's see what it's like if we just use the sport setting for the gearbox, let the gearbox do all the work. We had a customer car with a manual gearbox and I was so jealous of that car. The only downside of this platform is that to make it really tight in terms of handling, you really need to do a lot of modifications because, well, it's a bit loose and woolly in terms of suspension setup. Why are you shutting down? I have no idea why you're doing that. I guess it knows that we're off the Autobahn. But we just did 279.3 kilometers an hour in a 1 series. Little one tire fire. Also a tiny downside, the fuel tank of these cars is quite small, but other than that, you know, these are just fantastic. What an engine, what a car, what a gearbox. Thanks Siba for letting me test drive your M135i. To you guys, thank you for watching. Go subscribe to the channel, go check out this video, or check out the playlist of POV reviews. Thank you guys, bye.